We acquired last year a vessel from Texas Sea Grant that was called the Karma Floating Classroom. Now they decided to discontinue the program. It was a program that served teachers and students in Corpus Christi. We had invited it down to the valley 4 years in a row to actually serve the community down here. We've been trying for the last 3.5 years to acquire a vessel because we feel we need one down in the valley. And finally, this one came available. We acquired it, and we've now decided to name it the Ridley in honor of one of our local residents on the beach here, endangered species of turtle that everyone can identify with. The floating classroom is a 60-foot long shrimp trawler. It's a converted shrimp trawler into a floating classroom. It can hold 25 students. We've just been in the process of upgrading the A-frame, the nets, winches, all of the areas where the students are going to be, so it'll be ready for the fall when we will start our inaugural trips with it. The Ridley, of course, when we got it, was in somewhat of disrepair, and so we have done quite a bit of work cosmetically. Also renaming it. It will be in the university colors of UT-RGV very soon, and we hope to have more students than we can handle who would like to go out on it throughout the valley. And really, the reason why it's really near and dear to my heart is because I started out in marine science on a floating classroom in Port Aransas on the RV Katy from the Marine Science Institute. And there's nothing like being able to get out and handle, touch, see the marine organisms that come up from the seafloor, to understand marine biology and to understand the basics of biology. And so the times that we have brought this boat down, to see the looks in the children's eyes when they actually get to handle a pufferfish or a stingray or a shrimp, and actually see that that's what I've been eating and buying from the grocery store, and the shrimp, and now I get to see what it actually looks like and does in the wild, is just fantastic. I hope that these students will then pursue other degrees, and some of them will get really excited in marine science and come work with us in our marine biology degree at UT-RGV. We've recently received a grant from NOAA regarding marine debris education, which is a big problem on the Texas coastline and also worldwide. One of the components of that grant is to subsidize 30 trips per year on the Ridley floating classroom, where students will get a half-price educational experience, where we will give them a 30 to 45-minute educational experience about marine debris while they're on board.
This is the floating classroom, and it's now named the Ridley. It used to be the Karma, owned by Texas A&M University. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley recently acquired it, and they're going to be using it for the same purposes as a floating classroom. And once it gets going, and they're remodeling some of the equipment on board, they just put a new A-frame. They're going to be painting it. They're going to be painting the new name. And once everything gets done, it will be available for classes, and they're also utilizing volunteers such as Texas Master Naturalists to teach people about the marine environment. So we'll be able to use the vessel for, say, 2 to 3 hour classes on the bay or in the ship channel, and actually pull a shrimp trawl and see what we can catch, and learn about biology of whatever's out there, and about oceanography too.